Everybody, I myself, I am the representative for the Europe region, and I thank you all for being here. And so far, we want to show you what the government has achieved in a short video in terms of where we have been, how we started, who have worked with us, and what we have come up with in the last couple of years. It has not been an easy journey, and I want to thank our Honorable Prime Minister. I have learned a lot from him. I remember one of his sayings to me, "Imanka, Imankozo." Okay, I will go ahead to play the video.
Biafra Republic! Biafra Republic! Biafra Republic! Thank you very much.
Also keep it up when you back on them. Never come and get you. You better not look. That's what you want. I'm not for you. But I am man. I tell you come on. Because I don't make you. If I'm walking, I'm walking. It's in my gift. It's so long, I'm not doing it, but I don't want to man as you want them to do for you. And I go from there. I believe in you. One more, they come on up, baby. I give a cool look at them. I can't see it. Follow me,
Thank you. Thank you. Hello. The collapse of Nigeria starts today. After this event, Nigeria will never remain the same. The terrorist country called Nigeria will continue to go down until the declaration of Biafra. I want every one of you to understand that you have done a very great job. Very, very great job. To those who didn't make it to this particular event, our spirit are with them. And believe me, more historic and memorable events are still on the way. When we started, they laughed at us. They mocked us. They propagated lies, propaganda, and all of that against us. They said Biafra cannot organize themselves. Today, we are proving them wrong. The chain and the padlock they used to lock Biafra is broken today. Whatever anybody say here is an individual opinion. What binds us is going to be the charter of the Confederating State of Biafra. Whatever you see in that charter is what stands. That is what binds us. Irrespective of our differences, irrespective of whatever, wherever we come from, the charter becomes the law of Biafra until the Biafra Declaration. We have been killed, molested, butchered. Our communities have been razed down, burned down by the Nigeria state-sponsored terrorists. The Boko Haram have infiltrated Nigeria military, Nigeria police, the DSS, and everybody knows that. And the reason they do that is to invent and take over our land and convert us into Islam. The Islamic movement. We are not against Islam as a religion, but we are against terrorists who cannot just let us be. Before 2021, we had no arms to defend ourselves. They came, they killed. Since after the war, we have paid the biggest price in Nigeria. And year by year, we cry to the international community. Nobody listening to us. Month by month, as you see on the screen, our people are being butchered. We cry. Nobody is reporting it in the international community. Nobody is reporting it in international media. And then after 2021, before our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, formed the Eastern Security Network, because of the Islamic movement, which is widely reported by international media. The invasion of the ISWAP to the south, from the northern Nigeria, from Sahel to the Central African Republic, by the invitation of the ex-Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari. They came, they maimed, they killed, and Nigerian military sheltered them. This killing continues today until we say enough is enough. Today, within 2 years, we have raised army. Within 2 years, we've raised resistance fighters. Within 2 years, we have arms, sophisticated arms to protect our land. And today, we are not being killed like that again. Not only that we are not being killed like that as before, but the hope for the Biafra freedom is now showing green light. And let me tell you, we have just started. We will burn Nigeria down. If that is what it requires to protect our people, protect our land, we will burn them down. And after that, Biafra will come. I want you to understand that if you want peace, you prepare for war. What I've seen for the past 2 years is nothing to write home about. It is not anywhere in the media. Our people are being butchered, head chopped off by the people who are supposed to be protecting those people. The people they call governors in the southeast part of Biafra has become the tools and the killing machine. We are not going to forgive them. When Biafra come, they are going to face the Biafra law. That is, if they make it to that point. I welcome you all today to Finland. Finland is a country of peace and a country of freedom. As you all have seen, I believe every one of you have read a bit of history of Finland. They fought their way to what you see today. And they understand what is freedom. The problem of the Biafra agitation started in Finland, and it is going to end in Finland. When it started, it was like a joke. So many of my men here, members of the Biafra, I greet to all of you. Yes, these are the men that make everything you see today possible, because they stood their ground. In the middle of evil, in the middle of evil in Biafra agitation, the middle of impunity, they stood their ground. That enough is enough. They single-handedly fought the DOS internally before we come out publicly. That's what happened. And so everything started in Finland and is going to end in Finland. Especially this man seated here called Kingsley. All of you did a very great job. And Emeka, because these are the people who communicate with me directly. And Emeka, where are you? Yes. And then we have one of our Ishiaki elder called Clement Anyebu. This man is, when I call him Ishiaki, you know what I mean. If you want, Iduakanonu, Ogenyegia. Anyhow you want it, he will give it to you. We have another one, Harry Chukwemeka, is he there? I can see you. And then we have Ifeanyi Oporo. Where is Ifeanyi? You see, and then where is our coordinator? Yes, yeah. There we go. I really appreciate these men. And then, of course, we have our European rep here. These are the people who stood their ground, fought secretly in Finland for us to come out at the end of the day. For what is happening now to start happening. And then, of course, every member of the cabinet. I want to thank all of you, the ministers that are here. From the beginning to the end, all of you are special. The reason why I am singling out Finland is not because they are better than you, no. As a matter of fact, the Biafra government in Heza cabinet is all at this point. So if you are if you're a member of the Biafra cabinet, you are like a diamond. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. In this Finland, the gate of Biafra will be open. Remember that they are going to laugh you, they are going to mock you, they are going to doubt you, and then they will fight you, and then you win. That is the process. The stage we are now is the stage of fighting, and they are fighting us, and we're winning them. And I want you to understand the process, how this freedom is going to come. We are going to delegitimize Nigeria from the government to the security apparatus that are terrorists. After delegitimizing them, cutting their legs and hand. And by the time we declare Biafra, nobody will summon courage to shoot a gun. As I'm talking to you, it is happening. We defeat them every day. They come and they go in pain. Unlike before when they come to burn our villages unchallenged. Now they come and they meet resistance. A very powerful one. I want also to thank this man here, who is seated here. Yes. His name is Keyo. Mr. Keyo. Thank you. Mr. Keyo is just like a father. Mr. Thank you. Mr. Keyo. Mr. Keyo has taken a lot of bullets for me. Because he understands what is going on better than any other person. He has been with me since the time he met me to this point, and he believed in me. Mr. Keyo is the secretary of the UPF in Finland. Well, in the afternoon, I'm going to make my official speech, which will address a lot of things. I just want to welcome every one of you to Finland. This is the man that everybody wants to crucify. And like I said, God is going to use me to end Nigeria. Thank you. You are welcome.
Inept water supply, no electricity, gas lines, and underdeveloped healthcare system. I want to let us know that even though some people refer Nigeria, that we produce the mineral resources, the natural resources, crude oil, I can tell you there's no water, no pipe-borne water in Nigeria today, nowhere. If you build a house today, you have to dig a borehole and connect it to the house. No single water yet. We have all these natural resources being milked from Biafra territory. That has to stop, and we have stopped it. Some of the reasons for Biafran exit from Nigeria, some people are not aware. Biafran seeks to exit Nigeria because of what we call the dangerous diversity that exists in the country and the forceful amalgamation of the northern southern Nigeria by the British without the consent of the regions of Nigerians involved. There is no common law or constitution in Nigeria. I've not seen a country where we have two laws that guide the country. You have the Sharia law in the northern part of Nigeria, and you have the regular constitution in the southern part of Nigeria. Some of you remember the story of Deborah, the Christian girl that was stoned to death in the northern part of Nigeria. Because the family, they were Christians living in the northern part of Nigeria, but because she is a Christian, she's not used to the law of the Muslim, she was stoned to death in public. And nobody, the government, they did not think about that. So this is the dangerous diversity we're seeing that made Biafra to exit Nigeria. You cannot have two laws in one country. In the north, they are practicing Sharia. In the south, it's just a regular law. And the Christians that live in the northern part of Nigeria, they are forced to go by the rules of the Sharia. If they don't do that, they kill them. That's why you have massive killings and burial of innocent Nigerians every day, mass burial. Because if you don't believe in Sharia and you live in the northern part of the world of Nigeria, you are forced to live with that. We have no common culture, no common language, no common religion, no common ideology. Above all, the government in power polarizes these divisions and endangers diversity through the laws they promote, the policies they make, and actions they take. I've never seen a country where the government rehabilitates and reintegrates non-terrorists into the system. How do you expect that country to function? And that's part of the thing Biafra has said. We do not want to be part of a country that rehabilitates and reintegrates terrorists into the police, the army, all the security apparatus. And they engineer them to go after those that want their freedom. That must stop. A major example of a dangerous diversity, we have said, is the practice and forceful enforcement of Sharia law in the northern part of Nigeria, which extend to Christian children, women, and young girls. Yet in the southern part of Nigeria, constitutional law practice. We all know about the Deborah, the young Christian girl that was killed and stoned to death.
You can dramatically lower the chances of a burglary by protecting your home with a Very Sure smart alarm. With Very Sure, you know you're in good hands. We are the fastest growing alarm company in the UK and have an excellent rating on Trustpilot with over 10,000 reviews. Most importantly, our system is connected to our UK-based alarm receiving centre, where a huge team of agents deal with all
laws like the rehabilitation and the reintegration of non-terrorists into the system. They voted and it passed. And mostly it passed because of the systemic thing that have been on for the past 100 years. We've been through this system. And there's no way you can introduce any law in the Nigerian system if it does not favor the powers that be, if it does not favor a particular religion, they will vote it down because they've systemically put most of their members, majority of their members' cultures into the Nigerian legislators. Biafra met the criteria to be recognized as a country based on the 1933 New World Summit in Montevideo, Uruguay, which convened with 18 US nations and South America and the Caribbean. We are a nation. Biafra has met the criteria. We have a cultural identity shared by our people. We have a permanent scheduled population. We have a defined territory, geographical area, which our men on ground are guarding jealously. We have ability to enter into relationship with other countries' government. The government, Biafra government in exile by extension, the Biafra de facto government at homeland. We are the one in charge of our territory at this time. The Islamization of Nigeria. I know many of you may not be aware, but over the years, there has been a systemic plan to Islamize Nigeria. In fact, what has happened in Afghanistan is about replaying in Nigeria. There have been killings, jailings, and maiming of innocent Biafrans and indigenous Nigerians in the southern Kaduna, Zamfara, Borno, Benue states. Every day, we have killings, reported killings of innocent indigenous Nigerians. So what happened? They brought in all these terrorists from the Sahel. They came in over there, take over the indigenous properties, not only in Biafra territory, in the whole part of Nigeria. They kill them, they maim them, they take over their lands. Those that does not agree with what they do, they kill them. So that is what we are going through every day. And Biafrans have said we can never be part of a system that rehabilitates and reintegrates non-terrorists into their system. In the Biafra region, there were several killings at Ehamufu, and recently the Aba massacre during the recent peaceful march for the release of Nnamdi Kanu by the Nigerian police and military early this year. Innocent Nigerians that we are marching for the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian government connived with the southeastern governors and they massacred over 40 innocent Biafrans just for marching. That is why our Prime Minister has said, we are not going to march again because when we march, they kill us. So we are going to defend our country. Self-defense is allowed. The law allows that. So the next thing, number 10. Okay. So recently we have 150 peaceful protesters killed in chilling crackdown. Acid was sprayed on Biafrans that called for a referendum. This happened in November 24, 2016. There was a harmful killing on December 18, 2022 by Fulani herders. Over 50 Biafrans, including women and children, were killed. There was recent Aba massacre, over 30 killed. When they tell you 30 were killed, just know they're up to 60 because they suppressed the press from reporting the facts about Biafra in Nigeria. There were the Obibo killing, October 19, 2020. Over 100 killed on orders of Governor Wike by the Nigerian soldiers. I want to let you know the Southeast governors, we are going to come with the Fulani terrorist Nigerian government to kill and maim Biafrans. And we have come to the point where we say, these can never, there was also this can never go killing again of innocent youth. If you support the Nigerian government that encourages terrorism and kill our people, we are going to come after you because we cannot fold our hands and you kill us. There was also the NSAS killing of innocent youth protesting police brutality, evidence of killings on news and so. Biafrans, we are using peaceful means to call for a referendum. We are appealing for peaceful means to exit Nigeria, just like they did in Brexit. When Britain wanted to exit, there was no force, there was no problem. They didn't call them terrorists. They didn't call them villains. They have to go through the normal process. They voted, and there was Brexit. Now, in Biafra, we want Biafra to exit Nigeria. It must be the same process. Any world leader, any organization, both local and international, that is stopping or not supporting Biafra from conducting a peaceful referendum, that person is part of the terrorism and part of the killing going on in Nigeria. We are using civil disobedience. We have executed successful Monday sit at home in the whole Biafra territory. Thanks to our able Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. The Monday sit at home has been successful for the past 2 years in all parts of Biafra. The Nigerian government has been fighting the Monday sit at home. The Southeast governors who collude with the Nigerian government has been fighting the Monday sit at home. The other part of the DOS, the different parts of the agitators that are not the real one, and these are the people that are supposed to have worked with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, they fought the Monday sit at home. So that shows us who is the real person that is fighting for Biafra restoration. No other person than all of you here and our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. We have been calling for the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is the leader of Biafra. He was forcefully kidnapped from Kenya, moved back to Nigeria without the due process. That leader has defeated Nigerian government in almost 3 courts. And the United Nations, a committee was set up and they've ordered the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Till today, Nnamdi Kanu is languishing in Nigerian jail, held by this terrorist Nigerian government. And the Biafrans have said, no, you hold Nnamdi Kanu. What we are are seeing today, what we are doing today, is the only reason Nigerian government arrested Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing more. He just said, let my people go. But we are telling Nigerian government, the Southeast governors, their agents that work with them today, the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu has made Biafra to be here today, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. Other peaceful means will be using. We've reported to the United Nations, to the European Union. We've gone everywhere to the world. We've called for even for our leader Nnamdi Kanu to get appropriate medical care, but they refused. He was in the jail. There was people that had tuberculosis locked up in the same jail with him. He has ear infection. He has heart problem, different problem. Nigerian government has refused for Nnamdi Kanu to get the care and the help he needs, despite different court orders to allow him to get the help. So that tells everybody here, it's not about Nnamdi Kanu. It is about all of us here. The Fulani wants to hold us down, and that will never happen. The injustices that have been meted out to Biafrans over the years cannot continue anymore. The United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention of Nnamdi Kanu, of which Nigeria is a member state, states that he has human rights obligations above the regional and universal levels. The committee has recommended immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and to reimburse him with adequate compensation for the arbitrary violation of his fundamental human rights. This is United Nations that gave this order. But has Nigeria obeyed it? Did the Nigerian government and senators, did they obey this United Nations? So how do they expect us to follow the law of the United Nations when they don't follow the laws of the United Nations? So I just want to piggyback to let you all know that Nigerian government rehabilitates and reintegrates non-terrorists into the Nigerian military, police, security, and in turn use these terrorists to attack Biafrans. It is their law. They sat down, they voted. Majority carried the vote. Because they were a majority, they voted, and it's happening today. The use of divide and conquer tactics to engage politicians in Biafra territory to kill indigenes using hired militia and security operatives such as Ebubago, Asari Dokubo militia, and even some agitators. Some people you even think they are with you, they're fighting. They are part of the Nigerian system. And they've been brought over by the government to kill genuine Biafrans and subvert freedom fighting for Biafra. They also use the Nigerian media to suppress genocide going on in Nigeria and Biafra land. There was a Twitter ban, recent reports by the current UN Deputy Secretary, who happens to be a Fulani daughter, to suppress genocide reports in Nigeria, use of international bodies to suppress genocide, and use of countries that benefit from the mineral and natural resources of Biafra to castigate Biafra and label them as terrorist group, while shielding the real terrorists that invade, kill, maim, and displace indigenous Nigerians from their homes and destroy their farms. As of now, taxes are being collected by terrorists in some northern part of Nigeria, while the government ignores them. Okay. Please, everybody here, I know I have to say this last one. We have to help stop the massacre of innocent Biafrans and Nigerians by rehabilitating reintegrated terrorists of the state. Help Biafra exit a terrorist state. Help us defend our lands. Help Biafra stop the killing of innocent children, women, and youths by the Nigerian government and their agent. Help us attain our independence to maximize the potential of Biafran people. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.
Wow. Are you feeling the way I'm feeling? Wow, thank you very much. Is anyone hungry? Are we hungry? Okay. Oh, you're hungry? Okay. So it's lunchtime. Hungry for freedom? Yes, absolutely. So it's lunchtime. We've got to go have lunch, and we have to be here in this way. Yeah. So we have to be back here seated by 2:30. 2:30 p.m. be seated, because we really have the show starting at that time. Come on, let's go have lunch. Thank you.
Just a second, please. So, everybody, we have food enough for everybody. So you do not need to go out of the venue. Just go to your left there, and they will attend to you. Everybody can go straight to that open doors, and we'll be served. Thank you very much.
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. There was a nation living in peace and unity. Yeah. They are people with love and harmony. Oh, yeah. They saw greatness rise up to its purity. We the other people of different culture, ideal heritage, bias and oppressive. I see. A nation from trigger of Africa, rising with strength and might and power. In due time, nobody gonna praise us. Rather, you all gonna embrace her. With your flag, with your flag, with your flag, with your flag. Oh yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever. Let the whole wide world know Biafra is our home. Oh yeah, Biafra is our home. Oh, it's my home. Yeah, Biafra is our home.
I reminisce way back 1967. Death toll and the blood couldn't kind of even. Mama screaming, child squealing, pops underground. 2.5 years, over 3 million's gone. Why? Cause we asked for our freedom, and we're going back to our sovereign kingdom. They shut us down when we cried, the world said nothing. Sitting back in the crib, watching our suffering. Should I talk about the planes dropping shells like rain? Suka had the first taste of our heroes' blood. Abagana Zubuni wave was stronger than flood, but the juke is too strong and fought them off on the chart. Thought the bloodshed's gone, then it came again. 216 and the massacre, it started again. So bloody nail, I couldn't cry tears. Blood dripping down my eyes, water in my vein. We died trying to fight the cause, and we're trying to break him. It's a freedom, but the world was against us.
With your flag over Africa, welcome people of Biafra. Wave your flag over all the world. See those people of Zion is here. It is a nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion. It is a nation that the Lord has chosen for the people of Zion. We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. Yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our heroes speak from now till forever.